everybody? I'm here today with a complete guide to buying your first car. If you are going to be buying your first car, this is the video for you because I'll be going over every aspect of purchasing your first vehicle. Let's get right into the video. Number one is determine your budget. Now, you got to be realistic with your budget. You might want this, but you might have the money for this. And that's the position that I was in when I bought my first vehicle. I wanted this, and I only had the money for this. So you got to get what you can budget for. Now, pay attention to the additional costs. So make sure that you incorporate maintenance, gas, insurance, repairs, and all that kind of stuff into your budget. If you have $30,000, don't buy a car that costs $30,000. You want to try and get about 30% of that money and put that aside for all of these additional costs. So if I had 30 grand, I would only want to spend 20 grand on a car, and then I could save the extra 10,000 for all these additional costs, okay? Once you've determined your budget, number two is look for a few car options. I know you might want one specific car. That's the way I was when I got my first real car, when I got my first new car, because I had like a super cheap $1,000 car, then I had a $1,200 car, and then I bought my first real car, which was one that I planned on keeping for a while, okay? But you look for a few options, okay? I ended up going with my original thought, but you want to have a few different options, okay? And know if you're buying new or used, or you might be open to either option, okay? But I would recommend that you choose one, new or used. You don't want to say like, I have 20 grand to spend on the actual vehicle. I might get a used luxury car or a brand new cheaper, like a brand new lower end car. Don't do that. Just pick one, okay? Pick one. You're gonna have multiple cars in your life, so pick one. It's as simple as that. This is not the car that you're gonna have for the rest of your life. Number three, it's not likely the car that you're gonna have for the rest of your life. Number three, get insurance quotes for all of them. You wanna do this because let's say you have your mindset and your heart set on this car, but the insurance is way too much. That's going to be out of the question, okay? So get insurance quotes for all of the potential cars that you're thinking about buying. And then when you have all those insurance quotes, you can see if they're all in the same price range. Because if you're saving $50 a month on insurance when you buy this specific car, that's money in your pocket. And that means you can spend more on your next car if you drive this car for 5 years or 10 years or whatever the case is. Number four is check out all of them, okay? So you want to check out all the cars, look at them, look at the spacing within them and of them, in terms of like their size. Will they fit in your driveway? Will they fit in your garage? Will they fit your lifestyle? Figure out how much horsepower and torque each car has, the actual cargo space of it, the look of it. Take them for test drives. You want to like literally really make this a huge decision, okay? You know, look at all aspects and compare all aspects of cars. I recommend that you make a checklist. So you want cargo space. Check off whichever of your options, whichever car would win in terms of cargo space for you, okay? The look of the car. Which car do you like the look of the most? And then look at all, you know, make this checklist and figure out which car is the best in each aspect of your lifestyle that calls for a car, and then you'll see which car wins. It's as simple as that. Number five, make a decision. Decide on the car that you want to buy. Now that you've decided, number six, you want to negotiate. Go to multiple dealerships, okay? Even if you're looking at a specific car, you're going to have multiple options for dealerships. Go and negotiate and see who's going to give you the best price, the best service plan, the best options, and so forth, okay? The price that you see on a car, 99.9% of the time is negotiable, and they expect you to negotiate. That's why they mark it up a little bit too much. You bargain a little bit too low, you meet in the middle. It's sort of how it works. It's part of the car buying process. I don't like it, but it is what it is. So you might as well get a discount while you can. Okay, it's not going to be like this forever. I'll tell you right now. Number seven, get the actual car. Okay, so you know you negotiated, you're gonna order the car, put your down payment, whatever the case is, figure out how much if you pay cash or you're financing or you're leasing, whatever the case is. And I don't recommend, it all depends on your lifestyle. I'm not a huge fan of leasing, but that's just my own opinion. Certain first cars might call for leasing, but it all depends. Don't lease a car to be able to get a better car than you can actually afford. Don't do that. If you're leasing a car because you own a business, you're leasing a car because you know that you only need this car as a temporary situation, that's totally different, but only lease a car for the right reasons. And last but not least, number 8 is write down the maintenance schedule. You want to, before you leave the dealership with that car, you want to ask to speak with the service department. Tell them to tell you all of the regular maintenance that you're going to need, and you can write it down, and the associated costs for each maintenance. I'll tell you why. Your new car is probably going to have like a maintenance minder where it tells you when you need an oil change and stuff like that. But that only tells you like just remotely before you actually need it. You won't know how much money you're going to need to spend next year on the car. So if you have this service schedule for the first 5 years of ownership, let's say, then you're going to know how much you need to spend each year and you can budget accordingly. Last but not least, is number 9, which is get all of the accessories that you need. And this is part of putting aside some of that money for the associated car costs. So you're gonna need, maybe winter mats, maybe you're gonna need wheel locking nuts, maybe you're gonna wanna tint the windows, maybe you're gonna need a snow brush, an emergency kit, battery booster cables, whatever. You're gonna need some accessories for the car. So get some of that money that you put aside and get those accessories. You might need snow tires, whatever the case is, because some of those accessories are for safety. So you're gonna wanna get them as soon as you can. And that's it. That is a complete guide to buying your first car. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.